Welcome back, Arcanist Armory fans, to episode 65 of the Arcanist Adventures. Things are heating up for a member of the party. Susan has taken off into the fields of fire and is out of the party's sight. They have just found an invisible.
She was going to set the world on fire at some point.
Well. An invisible tag-along has become visible upon Bouge dropping a boat on her while she fell into the river Styx.
Yes.
And I believe we left off right after they had stabilized said person.
She knows. Pretty sure she knows.
Deniability.
On the bright side, we found your daughter.
That wasn't.
We dropped a boat on her.
Okay.
I'm the one that dropped the boat on you. You really should be invisible.
So, with that, anyone have anything you want to do? We had just left the dark web cafe, which is no longer there while it is
our
being
invisible
rebooted.
buddy had just fallen unconscious
Mm-hmm.
because they
Then you stabilize
they
them.
got the plague.
Yes. The
Yes, that's what made
the
her go
virus that is
unconscious.
ravaging the party did not
Yes.
tag along
That is what
unconscious after she was saved from the waters.
After we lost Susan.
And then I cast her the guy. Stabilize her.
And not hurting one bit.
No, I'm healing.
So, what
What do we want to do with?
Let's come away from the edge of the water
Okay.
before
Well-
someone else falls in.
Boosh will carry her away from the edge of the water.
Quickly.
at
I'm
least
gonna have to get used to that.
we've lost the party member that would just push her back in. So
That's true. Susan will be
It's
the one
not the
that
pushing back in, it's the fact that someone's gonna actually fall
again.
in again.
We already had 2 people do that.
I was
No, you
gonna
almost
say-
fell in. You
Susan-
both almost
Susan-
fell in.
Susan did fall in, and
Then all 3 of you almost fell in.
yeah. Susan and Boo should not be near the river Styx. They've almost fallen in.
Juju, back.
Except for
Off
Susan
of that.
now just did.
Is our Grim Reaper friend still around?
Which group?
Not Anubis.
the
The
ferryman.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did he wait?
no, the
No, he had taken off.
That's fine.
you
I have to row now.
you can if you would like look for or call for him,
I was
but
just curious.
he's not at.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's back up for a minute. And
Yeah. So we back
let's
up.
go regroup.
I guess we could back up to the cafe. Since,
That's cafe still exist?
Cafe just got remodeled.
oh,
That's
To put it
why we
lightly.
fell into Styx.
right. They got us. Right. We got kicked out of the cafe.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
they
can go at least to the door.
looking behind you, you see the same nothingness that you had seen for about a mile coming up on
Yeah, I
the
thought
dock.
it disappeared.
Okay.
Well, let's just go sit in grass.
Let's go sit on the nothingness of the edge
Is
of the
there
dock.
anything?
Let's go dive into the void.
Okay,
mean-
so beyond the edge of the dock, is there anything to
To rest on? Is there
Sit on.
land?
Um,
Or is it just a
make
dock?
a perception check
14.
and remind me who was perceiving things in the void last time.
I think it was Susan. It was
Susan.
Susan, Artemilis, and maybe Artemilis. And Booch that did last time.
Was I supposed to make note of something else? Oh,
Uh,
that's what I was thinking.
perception. Also 50.
Okay. You do see as you look into the void glimpses of things. you could probably sit on.
Just land. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah. Is there something
There's
besides-
solid ground that is not water that will
is there
probably
some-
not end well.
Is there something besides the dock and the river Styx to sit on without summoning the sunboat?
Because honestly, I gotta sit down for. Yeah,
Um,
we summon the sun, but we actually have to work.
Have to be secured to the
um,
dock.
so
Told you I'd be for that.
the end of the dock has a bench that looks like it's for awaiting a ferry or something.
Okay.
The end is like at the end of by the river Styx.
I mean,
Or the
not
land
not
is-
water side, the
Where the land would join?
Okay.
perpendicular to the water and the land.
Oh, okay.
So it's running the short end of the dock. This is a dock. It doesn't go out like a pier. It's a long wooden dock
Oh.
running along the shore.
Well, so it runs.
And the
Along the
bench
pier.
is at the very end on the shore.
Okay, so the
By the
bench is where where the shore.
Okay, yeah. I want to sit down after for a minute.
Okay. What do we want to do with our unconscious person?
No, don't pull Susan.
Um,
You're again.
I was gonna say Susan wouldn't do that, but then I
What does
thought
she
about
look
it. and
like?
she would.
Yeah. What is our
What does
friend
it
look,
look like?
what does our companion look like now that we have a good look at
well,
And the saddle
Um,
can get danger.
her?
so
It's a frog.
It's a frog.
although at first glance she had looked like a halfling, upon falling unconscious, she has more of a dark complexion. She's a little taller than a halfling, is wearing a cloak, prominent ring, has two short swords strapped across her shoulders, and you can't see much from behind the cowl, but sorry for the brief pause there. We just had a real life initiative rolling. A knock at the door resulted with me checking, and after which the members of the party heard a few terse words exchanged and then a thud and a dragging sound.
For little words.
It's okay. Amazon has successfully dropped off our camp chef.
Okay.
Okay. So the party is kicking up their feet, resting on the dock,
I'm looking at what our companion appears to
looking
be.
at what your companion appears. She looks quite adept with martial prowess. Not quite as adept with boat prowess, but that's
I wear armor.
Um,
so she
I'm sorry, boat's not under my proficiencies.
water vessels.
I don't know, give Boosh another couple hours and it may be under his.
Proficient was using boat as a weapon, not steering kit.
Anyway, so she's breathing. Her cowl's pretty deep, but it's knocked up over her head. You do see a small horn poking out of the part that has fallen off the top of her head.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I did.
Do any of the we're just gonna ask the gods with this if they know who this is.
Oh, gosh.
We do have 3 gods with us, one of which is an underworld deity.
Yeah. And
Not including the bard.
surprisingly enough,
Well, 2 gods next.
none of the 3 respond acknowledging that they know who she is.
Okay, then I'm gonna assume then Bruges is gonna assume it's safe to take the cowl off and take the hood off
Okay.
her head.
She's not gonna lie that.
You've been exposed.
So upon removing the hood the rest of the way from her head, you see what appears to be a middle-aged tiefling. Still unconscious, but rather bedraggled. Ironically enough, not wet. And now you know that the composition of the river does not actually drench
Noted.
those inside it.
It's not
I am now
what the
proficient with
river
my bow.
Anyway, this is okay.
Okay. And
Do we have any healing potions?
I don't think so. Bruges had,
Eggnog,
I think Bruges
anything?
Do we have eggnog?
does,
I think I used my
I
eggnog.
think our eggnogs have been used.
Yeah.
Do you have any spells?
Yes.
Oh no, I haven't. looked at
Although I
spells
don't know
again.
what the shelf life on eggnog is, and we're at least 7 months since then.
Bruges has lots of spells left.
Good. I don't think there's anything in the.
Is anyone against him
glove
waking?
either.
Is anyone against him waking her up?
Is anyone near the edge?
Bruges is
I mean, you can put her near the edge.
wakes up and rolls off.
I take it back. There is cure wounds in the glove.
Oh, also the glove. So Tamira and Bruges.
You can flip her awake if you want.
To be fair, we dropped the boat on her. Slapping is not something she would do at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Bruges is gonna put her hood back up and heal her.
Okay. Upon putting her hood back up, she vanishes.
I'll put that back down.
Bruges is still touching her, so Bruges.
Correct. You can perceive that there is something there.
Well, I'm just tell him put the hood back down.
Bruges is gonna put. Try and put the hood back down.
She does reappear.
Good to
Okay.
know.
And then Bruges will.
I guess that's up to you.
And then Bruges will.
Do you want to save your spell slots?
I can put a.
Artemilius is getting more cautious. He's going to take the time to restrain her before she's conscious.
That's
Okay.
a good plan.
I mean, it might make her more
Because the
hostile
spell-
when
the
she's
glove
conscious,
is
but
technically priest.
Or she
um,
won't immediately
I-
stab you with points.
What levels are in that?
apparently,
This is first.
Is it
Artemilius's
just three
rope
first
is
level?
disintegrated, or since the last time he used it, and he no longer has access.
I still
Why
have that
does he
stupid
still-
scroll.
Why is the rope disintegrated?
On his restraint check.
You disintegrated his rope?
Apparently.
His,
It's been through a lot.
his rope broke.
Yeah.
I also still have my magic paper. I could see if she's not here. Nice.
If we don't know her name.
That's true.
It's not
Okay.
a-
Susan's still naughty or nice.
I mean, you can investigate as much as you want while she's unconscious, but
Uh,
I think we're deciding if it's
Mhm.
worth a spell slot for you.
I don't care. It's
Okay.
the first level slot.
Good.
And it would be probably used for the same thing that the
True.
glove would be used for. So
Okay.
it's same amount of resources spent.
True.
Bruges is gonna cast Cure Wounds on her so long as she's a willing creature.
She's unconscious.
I do not want to be
she has,
I
she
wish
has
to die.
disadvantage on her willingness save.
Oh, that's 11.
And you heal her better than you heal the party. It does. You'll need to track that.
So change your hit points to 11.
Step 10.
In case it has not become clear to the people in the internet, in the interim, while Susan is missing in action,
Hi, Susan.
Hannah will be playing the mysterious newcomer.
Chaos shall
Okay.
still ensue.
So,
Bouge is going to keep a hold of her though.
you do come conscious.
She's gonna try to know
I need you to make a con save.
Yeah. Does anyone else need to make con saves?
It's not been a day.
You do not need.
21.
Okay. So you feel your body begin to tense up. You're not sure if you're going to cough out a soul or or
So Susan,
From-
Susan. Susan save Susan.
and better yet, you feel your lungs soothe to the point where you don't feel that you're going to continue coughing. I do want con saves from everyone else but Tamara.
I don't like my con
Okay.
saves.
Hermes appears to finally recover. Artemis and
I wasn't
Artemiles.
even- I'm gonna hold him to that.
Artemis and Artemiles both take 3 points of lightning damage.
Got a 21.
Okay, you feel yourself recover as well.
Oh
No.
yeah, this is gonna be confusing. Pro tip: don't multi-class wizard and warlock.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Okay. So to anyone paying attention, Artemis and Artemiles appear to be the only ones still coughing.
Right.
Oh,
Just a second.
that doesn't throw me off at all.
Okay. It's
Item?
actually
Item.
An 18.
So technically, I have 6
18
and
on my
7.
save because I still have my disadvantage.
8
Oh.
rolls.
Right.
Well,
So you are still coughing
So that's all right.
as well. And you take
Oh dear.
4 points of lightning damage.
oh, is there a disadvantage
Oh,
for some reason?
yeah. Lightning, which
He has
I-
disadvantage for the next 48 hours from
From-
his jitters.
from my jitters, and
Rob,
I
Don't do
you
that
said
for
how
man.
much?
4 points of
So it's
lightning damage.
It's not gonna
2
distract me at all.
because of
Have-
my
Your wand of blasting or whatever it is.
rod. Oh, but yes.
Okay. So you come to seeing a large Lexodon over you. Make a wisdom save
2.
Wisdom save?
to see how much you remember.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
The soul stole your brain.
Okay. So you come to and see a large Lexodon over you with no frame of reference as to why you are
Hades?
there. No response.
Good morning.
Is it morning? And is it good?
I don't know if it's morning. Might be good. I mean, we're still
I'm
stuck
not
here.
Hades.
I'm not counting it as good.
I think you may have hit your head a little hard. I'm not Hades.
Yeah. Thanks. I think I figured that out.
You just woke up and said Hades. So I thought I'd clarify that.
For the record, you're also speaking like super fast, so this is funny.
Hi. I'm not Hades.
I'm assuming I can't see anything but him at the moment.
You
Could ask him to move.
well, make a perception check at disadvantage because you are just coming back from being knocked out.
That's for benefit today.
The disadvantages.
For dice don't want to roll separate.
No,
Ah.
they don't.
I see.
They only roll well together.
13. Okay. Off to the let's see. Off to your left, you see a maddening void of darkness, and off to your right, you see a quick plunge into a river of souls.
Okay. Does somebody want to explain why I have this elephant man on top of me and
'Cause,
we're in the underworld?
Can I explain why you're in the river Styx?
No, I have no idea why.
I would love to, good sir, but no.
Do you remember your name?
Yes.
What is your name?
Names have power.
Mine's Booge.
Perhaps we'll get to the naming later.
What can I call
Can
you?
you let her sit up, please?
I'm not preventing her from sitting out.
Give her a little bit of space.
You may call me N.
Nigel.
Kirby, shut up.
Artemilius walks over and holds a hand out to assist you up.
Thank you.
So, do you remember anything?
As far as how I got here, no.
Cool.
Cool.
So you don't know why you were following us.
That's a good question. Do I know how? I rolled a 3.
No.
Didn't you add
You-
something for your safe?
Huh?
Didn't you add anything for your safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
-1.
-1. That's why
Oh, joy. You don't like
I
wisdom
have
saves.
amnesia.
The soul did still her memory.
And her wisdom.
I mean, that is one of the potential side effects of falling into the river Styx. So whatever.
I was following you.
You got
All I
on the
know-
boat. You got on the boat with Kara, and you got off at the same stop with us.
Do you even know that? I think
She does
Susan was
now.
the only one that
Susan was the only
observed
one
it.
that knew
We
about
don't
it.
know that. It's true.
Well, you were here.
Well, all we know is we our friend fell into the river and then you were in there. I managed to get you, but I think she's gone.
She'll be fine.
If you are now standing, you can see that the direction they point is a field of fire extending from almost horizon to horizon.
The good news
Across
is
the river.
she'll be fine there.
She'll be fine. Yeah. Okay.
She's been through
Apparently,
worse.
you don't like that friend.
Actually, she sounded quite happy when she hit the flames. So
Yeah, most people make it sound like.
no,
Yeah,
no,
she
she was
made the
sighing in
sound.
relief.
She made the sound like I'm free.
It's okay though. We have her dragon. She has to come back eventually.
Dude, we don't have her dragon right now.
Okay.
I don't know that you're making this transition this year.
We're not. That's not the point.
How about you guys explain to me why you're here, and then we'll get to why I'm here later.
Are you a goddess?
Do you remember that?
You're-
Is she glowing?
May both of you make perception checks. No disadvantage
No.
on this one.
I'm not
I
taking.
don't have disadvantage on checks anyway.
You said perception.
Nope.
I'm too dazed from what just happened. It's 3.
Okay.
It's a 9. I'm only 1 day from what happened.
Okay, fine. Go learn your lesson.
So, you are uncertain whether or not she is a divinity.
Okay.
You make insight check
On
To see if
yourself.
I
on
know.
yourself.
Advantage or-
No.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
I really don't know that much.
You believe that at least recently you were a goddess. You're not entirely certain of your status at the moment.
Yes, I'm a goddess.
Do you want to
Cool.
get out of here?
Cool. Do I have her in my bag?
While still.
I start flipping through my bag.
Make a religion check at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Because you don't know if the action is
Disadvantage. Oh yeah. Nope. 6.
You do not have a figurine of her in your house,
Okay.
to the best of your knowledge. Nothing.
I pull out like 5 or 6 of them, and I'm like, nope.
Wait, trust them. I don't think they play in their house.
Okay. Apparently, I don't have a statue of you
Why would you have a statue of me?
because I have statues of gods.
That's
Well,
not
that's
creepy at all.
And I use them.
Well, which one are you? Maybe we can look better.
Yeah, maybe you could make me a statue and carve your name on the bottom so I know which one it is.
I could carve my name on something, but it probably wouldn't be a statue.
Although you,
Someone like
Yeah.
us.
does Mozilla? Do you like Mozilla?
Do I know who Mozilla is?
Maybe not.
Fun question.
Probably not.
I don't think,
Religion.
for the same reason that Hermes doesn't know who you are, you do not know who Mozilla is.
Okay.
Bad rolls?
Who?
Bad rolls?
Okay.
No.
So you're just not on a bad relationship with him. Because the last god that made me a statue, well, Mozilla decided they didn't like it.
I mean, are we on Mozilla's good list right now?
I don't know.
You did.
I don't know what.
Fight him and
I
take
don't know.
him
I don't know
down.
if we're on Mozilla's good list, but
Oh,
at
sure.
least
Make an intelligence check with advantage.
I lost my dice. I'm kidding.
Not
I found it. Behave. Okay. Intelligence?
yes.
17?
You suddenly are inundated with
Oh no.
query facts. It appears that the top 8 out of 10 options say that 9 out of 10 Mozillas are currently fans of Tamara.
Well, 9 of the 10 like me.
okay.
Your use of divine inquiry has been used for the
Dang.
day.
I feel like I can only do that once. Which is a
Okay.
shame. 'Cause, you know, an out route would have been better.
I did get out routes.
Yeah, I don't like
Go. I got out roads from Mozilla already.
But I don't
Uh,
like
What was the suggestion?
the
This
tree, the fields.
the tree. No,
Yes.
Mozilla's suggestions were going down the river had a very high chance of us not making it out alive.
High chance of death or disfigurement.
High chance of death or disfigurement. So we could go Mr. D's games or D's games or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Some goodies.
Uncle D's.
Uncle D's games. He may have suggested talking to Hades. I don't remember if he did or not.
He said that there was at least a high probability of 2 of your 3 search terms.
But in the field,
Yeah.
field was an option.
The field was an option, but it wasn't one that was fielded by Mozilla. I think he fielded a third one, but I don't remember what it was. I only remember those 2.
I think it was the Tree of Seasons.
Oh yeah,
It was the
tree.
tree. The
The
tree
tree-
that I do be
The
doing
tree
very
of
fast.
we can go through the Tree of Seasons, and that will get us out with
Wait, do we actually have to change the season to get out?
I don't know. Tree of Seasons,
You just said no.
Tree of Seasons, Mr. Uncle D's, or
The
Hades.
season is
Either.
proper in the outer world at the
Okay, maybe I don't hate the tree of seasons.
So those are the 3. Those are the 3 that he said we could attempt.
And it was winter, or is it fall?
It's fall, so we'd have to wait for our Arcanist to be able to open the tree.
Oh, and then we have to go into winter, which is why we didn't do that, because winter might not be our biggest fan. Well,
moment. Also, you have been informed by someone, I don't remember who, that you've talked to recently, that fall, spring, and summer are all denizens of the underworld at the moment because they are fallen seasons.
because it is winter.
Not fall. Winter, spring, and summer should all be in the underworld.
Okay.
So if we go to the dead tree of seasons, then we would run into the three that aren't. We would not run into fall, but we'd run into the other three.
Maybe I don't hate the trees.
The Yggdrasil.
So we could go through the tree of seasons, Hades, or Uncle D's games.
I don't have the full cards, and I don't hate the trees.
And those are the three. And those are the three that have the highest chance of getting all of us out here, with all of us still being separate
I'm not
people.
saying that out loud. That's me.
With all of us still being separate people and a lowest chance of death and disfigurement.
Okay, maybe the tree is the best option.
Those were the three that Mozilla came up with. And going down the river has like a 30% chance of
Why are we
succeeding.
going down the river then?
Because you hadn't
Because that
gotten
was
search results before you went down the river.
because that was the result. Because that was the search
Oh.
results we got from Ron.
Got it. Okay. Now that we're on the same page again.
So
I like to think we're just
Going-
having this discussion on how we leave in
Yeah.
front of them. In front of her.
anyway,
Just sitting there.
do you want to jump? Do you want to come with us? Or
I mean,
as
she
Susan-
did
as
ask
Sus-
what we were doing
as
here.
Susan- as Susan would put it, do you want to quit your job?
No, but I do want to get up.
Okay, do you want to
Out
join
of
us?
this,
Do you
far
want
out
to
of the under.
Wherever gets me as far away from this crazy as possible.
come help
I
us?
recommend a different party.
Do you want to come help us defeat Set?
I'm not doing anything else, obviously.
Okay, cool.
And your new character has just been persuaded to quit her job.
No,
I'm just
not
kidding.
quit her job. Not quit her job. Just
Just
come.
tag along until she's bored.
She's more of an Anubis.
You're quiet, Susan. This is weird.
Just
Okay,
slightly
cool.
Susan was aggressive.
So our ways up the river are we could try and figure out Chiron, or we could try and row the sunboat.
So upon saying Chiron, you do see the boat appear up the river.
We suck at rowing.
and it's one gold apiece to go the other way.
Looking and missing. I mean, I'm not hurting in that part.
Are we? How many people do we have?
Too many.
We have 7. I believe in our party.
And
Amazing.
the fair will likely be one more than it was before because
I'm not paying for
Could
her.
we go up?
No,
One,
because
two,
you don't
three,
have-
four,
someone writing for
five, 6.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for her.
We have Hermes and Nubis.
Susan rode free, but
Hermes and Nubis.
6.
So we have
7 with her.
we have the 4. Yeah, we have the 4 party members, and then we have Artemis,
We have
Hermes.
Hermes, Artemis
and
Patches,
Anubis, and
and
Patches.
Anubis.
So we have 8. It costs 8 gold. to go
1,
up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What?
7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why
7.
why are you counting 7?
I'm not counting her.
We have
She is not on my payroll.
we have Tamira Booge.
Okay.
Arden.
We have 8 total. There's only 7 I
Ironically-
would pay for.
Okay.
as of yet, Patches is still willing to follow you.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
We might want to drop Patches back off at the scales.
That's true. We can just go up rubber till we reach the scales and just.
This is why you shouldn't let people with ADD run your campaigns.
No,
We told
this is
Susan
true.
no pets.
We are going. Okay, so we need to drop Susan's pet back off, or we need to drop Patches back off.
At least Patches didn't throw her in the field.
Osiris's.
Okay, to put it back on. Okay.
We need to drop Patches back off at Osiris,
Hopefully gold.
and then
Okay.
we need to decide where we're going. Are we going to the tree, to
Let's
Uncle
go to the
D's,
tree.
or Hades? I don't without Susan. I don't particularly want to go try and persuade more. God.
So
I mean, I don't think my
upon-
charisma's that great.
Upon hearing you discuss that you need a way to get Patches back to Osiris's pyramid, Anubis claps his hand and a floating glowing coffin appears.
That's fair. Now we just need to convince Patches.
Is
to
that
go
okay with
inside it.
Patches?
Is it okay with Patches to go regarding the door?
Patches would prefer not to. However, I don't know that Patches can prevent you from.
Going into the coffin?
I'm gonna try and persuade him. I rolled a nat 20 with +6.
Okay. Shuffles back into the.
I'm sorry.
coffin.
You can go on a different adventure later. I'm sure she
When we
will
get
like you.
Susan back,
I
we'll see what we can do about it.
He shuffles slowly into the coffin, turns around, door shuts, sinks into the ground. No more Patches.
Okay. Thanks, Anubis. That's one less gold we have to spend per person.
Gives you a nod.
Okay, let's go. Let's go talk to Chiron then. Since apparently saying his name summons him.
Hey, at least we figured out where he is.
Yeah, at least we know where he is.
So we're going to the tree.
Are we going to are we going to the tree or to Hades or to Uncle D's? We're gonna go play games or draw cards. Or whatever. Or whatever else or climb the tree. I don't know how we use the tree to get out.
You guys are really great at planning.
Nubis, do
We
you know
got
how-
in, didn't we?
we got in, and Rod did tell us that going down the river would get us out.
Yeah, but he's also raw.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is also Rod.
Nope, we don't have Susan.
So yeah,
This is bad.
Uncle D, or the Tree of Seasons seems to be our options.
I don't like her luck.
Want to go to the Tree of Seasons then?
As much as I hate it, yes.
That sounds like less luck involved, and we've been through it twice. So okay,
Unfortunately.
so who's paying for A?
Okay, so Chiron docks the longboat.
Excellent bastard
I can
again.
pay for myself.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
I want to pay for you. I have enough to pay for. No, don't pay 7. Bad brain. Pay 6.
No, you
So-
pay 7.
6? 6.
No, 6 because patches are done.
Hey, I paid it.
You're right.
So
Without patches, we don't get 6.
how was the coffee?
It was great.
Uh,
Rolled strong.
They're a little sniffly. I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Chiron have to, or Chiron, or whatever his name, have to make a.
you've entered the boat? Yes.
That-
Ah. So, upon you entering the boat, Chiron does begin to cough and take
Maybe that.
5 points of lightning damage.
Does other people have to roll for that too?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So where are we off to?
We're heading to the Tree of Seasons. Or
That's
the
right.
tree, or Idrisil, or whatever it's called.
Is that along the river?
I don't
Closest you
know.
can get.
Do you know? I don't
No,
know.
no one's asked me to go to take them to a tree before.
Anubis, do you know about where this would be in the underworld?
I know it's not on my side of the
It's
I haven't used that.
What?
possibly. I mean, Mozilla showed us some sort of map, but I don't know if it had anything useful on it.
Would I be able to figure it out?
No one actually asked for directions to the tree
Would I be able
Yeah.
to figure it out?
We only know where directions to Uncle D's and Hades is.
because those have billboards.
We don't know where this tree is.
I
So
call out to Mozilla, will I get an answer?
Right?
Yes.
take
Um,
20 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, it's fine.
You reach the one that doesn't like you.
It's only 9 out of 10. I have a 9% chance.
so you make a intelligence check.
+2. No. Intelligence +1. Okay, that's a 5.
Without the map communicator available, you feel that you're out of service range for getting
Learn your
map
lesson.
information.
Okay.
There's no negative effect of your attempt, but
Yeah, we're great at making decisions and then not knowing where we're going.
Oh, let's not read that wrong. That is a very good spell. I read that wrong. I read Necklace of Friends.
Necklace of
Okay.
Friends.
It's a different
So up the river, you remember seeing billboards for
spell.
Uncle D's games,
Mhm.
then the Egyptian exit, and then at the very top of the river was Hades Palace,
Okay.
the Greco-Romano.
If we go to Uncle
Yeah.
D's, we might be able to get directions.
So we want Kyron to take us to Uncle D's.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, cool. We have decided we don't know if that's along the river. Since you don't know either, we're gonna go to Uncle D's since everyone knows where that is.
Okay.
Except for maybe Anne. She
Anne
hit
knows
her
where
head
the tree
really
is.
hard. She hit her head really hard.
I don't know. Well, I'm going to say it.
She hit her head really
Well, I
hard.
know where
I have that. Why do I keep forgetting I have that?
Okay.
This would have been very helpful earlier.
When you roll that many times.
I don't either.
What did we do this time?
Well,
Does Boosh need to make saves?
yes.
How many?
Just 2. And Artemilius also has to just make 2.
First one's a 9. And the second, no, wait, I have disadvantage. So the first one's a 5, second one's also a 5.
Okay.
So we need to go into dice jail.
Boosh takes
I think they were different.
10 points so 5 points of lightning damage.
Cool. No, do not do that.
And
Twice or what?
5 points total.
after having.
That makes sense.
Unfortunately, as the boat is
Oh, joy.
pulled up
We crashed
the
crashed
river.
boat.
You make it past the field of fire when a particularly violent cough writes
No.
Chiron's skeleton, and he crumbles.
Like.
We're just going to grab the oar. And
Wait.
try-
I'm gonna touch you and cast that.
We're just going to grab the oar. Try to grab the oar.
How many beings can you fly?
I touch him, you can carry him.
Boosh is going to walk. Is going to try and grab his Chiron's stick as he crumbles.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'll try that
Um,
first.
Make a dex save.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That
Don't
one-
use those.
That one's not at disadvantage because of your advantage on dex.
Oh, right. Because of the haste.
Maybe we're okay.
That's 18.
Okay, you are successful in grabbing the pole. Now,
Does
Mhm.
Chiron seem revivable?
He's crumbled into dust.
Because they're short.
That
That's
doesn't
not
mean
fast,
food.
right?
make a religion check and a medicine check.
Okay, religion.
Oh.
Nope. Religion of 6. Medicine of better. Medicine of 24.
Okay. So being a cleric, you know that most undead, when they crumble to this state, are not revivable.
Uh-huh.
I also need you to now make a wisdom save for grabbing the pole.
Oh, no. Is this how we end the campaign?
This is how Boosh gets a new job.
Hey, it wasn't me.
Uh-huh. Yep. That is how Boosh gets a new job.
Okay.
Wisdom, so that's a total of 5 because of the -2 there.
Okay. So the good news is you do suddenly feel an increase in your skills
And is this how it becomes a
with the boat as you gain proficiency in boat. However, you cannot release the pole. While experimenting, you also find that the pole cannot entirely leave the river Styx.
I did good. Boosh knows how to break things.
Rashmir just has to get out on. Oh,
So you may
I have your company.
pull the boat to wherever you would like.
Okay. He's gonna continue pulling it to Uncle D's games because that's where they were going.
Oh my gosh.
And with that,
Did
I
forget
think we
something
will
important?
end episode 65, and we will see you next week to see what happens now that Boosh has taken on the curse of the oarsman.